Welcome to Tzu Chi This Week. I'm Siri Su. Thank you for joining us. Tzu Chi volunteers update the media on its post-earthquake disaster relief work in Manabi, Ecuador. Volunteers in the Philippines hold Buddha Day celebrations in Ormoc, Tacloban and Marikina. Tzu Chi volunteers in China hold celebrations that emphasize filial piety in Guangdong, Suzhou and Fujian. After the recent earthquake struck Ecuador, Tzu Chi volunteers went to the disaster areas and held cash for work programs to encourage the victims to clean up their homes while getting paid. Tzu Chi volunteers recently held a press conference in Manta to update the media on their disaster relief efforts.
20 days after a major earthquake hit Ecuador, Tzu Chi initiated cash forward programs in Manta and Puerto Viejo for 4 days. In total, 6,100 jobs were provided, and $91,500 were paid out.
But I'm proudly to say this is our 5th day service, and we work with the people here in Manda and Puerto Viejo like family. This program will so far extend another 2 cities. Sincerely invite all these organizations contact us so we can do it together as a joint venture.
Ms. Florencia Xie, Taiwan's representative in Ecuador, and Manta's mayor also came to the press conference.
Tzu Chi volunteers are like angels. They came to us and helped us to overcome difficult times. They also created job opportunities for the victims so they could get paid.
In the press conference, Tzu Chi volunteers exhibit the Jinsu folding beds and eco-friendly blankets made from plastic bottles, and inform the audiences that Tzu Chi will send over a container of folding beds to the most needed quake victims. Many national and local media outlets attend the press conference so they can understand Tzu Chi's next relief plan in Manabi province.
Tzu Chi's Cash for Work programs in Manta and Puerto Viejo attracted 6,100 people to help clean up their communities while earning $15 a day. The residents are eager to join because they know this program will help them rebuild their hometown and also revitalize the local economy.
Thank you so much, Tzu Chi, for believing us. Let's give these foreign brothers and sisters some applause. They traveled a long distance to visit us and help us. Let's thank them. Now let's continue working.
With the sun hanging high above, around 800 local people came to clean up their city on the 4th day of the Cash for Work program.
I will continue rebuilding Manta. This is not for making a living, but I have the spirit of hard work, and I want to move forward with my family and the kind people of this city.
I joined the Cash for Work program, not for money, but for rebuilding my city. This $15 can rebuild my home and bring back our economy.
The locals are cleaning up the debris bit by bit. The Cash for Work program is encouraging the locals to step out from the sadness and speed up the recovery of local economy.
I feel this Cash for Work program allows them to work for themselves. They want to work. They don't want to get things for free. Seeing them working so hard and diligently, I feel very proud of their contribution.
Manta rise up again. This slogan is the common wish of all people of Manta. They will work together to make their city rise again.
In Hong Kong, Tzu Chi volunteers participated in a prostrating pilgrimage to celebrate Buddha Day. Instead of holding the event on the street, volunteers did it in the yard of their office. The confined space did not affect the participants, who expressed their sincerity and faith through the pilgrimage.
At 5 in the morning, public transport has yet to start, as volunteers arrive by taxi or in someone else's car.
A 7-passenger van can sit 7 people. There was no subway early this morning, so we contacted elderly volunteers and they came together. It's the first time to have a prostrating pilgrimage and the 50th anniversary. They came together and they like it.
When I bowed, I felt that I was with the Master, very close to her. I felt I was among the lotus flowers.
After taking a few steps, I became tired, but then I felt I was walking fine, and my mind became clear. I became closer to the Buddha.
Taking the pilgrimage is thought to calm a person and allow them to return to their clear nature.
The volunteers are sweating. The elderly volunteers even rely upon canes. They continue to follow their initial inspiration.
We had applied to do it on the streets, then we decided to do it in the yard of the office. We encountered a lot of problems in the process.
The volunteers hold the pilgrimage in the yard of the office because they were prohibited from doing it in the street, but their sincerity remains the same.
Also in Hong Kong, Tzu Chi volunteers held 2 Buddha Day ceremonies in the garden of the local Jingsi Hall this year. Among the participants, some members of the public have been attending the ceremony every year because they feel it brings them peace of mind.
This year's Buddha Day ceremonies are held in the garden of the local Jingsi Hall, hosted by Tzu Chi Hong Kong chapter. 2 ceremonies attracted over 500 people to attend.
Through this event, we can calm our minds further.
Every time I come here, I always feel harmonious, and every time my mind becomes more peaceful.
After the ceremonies, the volunteers invite the attendees to have tea and to join the rank of Tzu Chi volunteers.
Today I came with my family to the ceremony. This is my daughter. She's 22 months old. I want to expose her to Buddhism at a young age.
The small and dignified ceremonies exhibit the Buddhist rituals and bring Tzu Chi closer to the community.
In the Philippines, the local Tzu Chi chapter held celebrations in Ormoc, Tacloban, and Marikina to honor the Buddha's birth, Mother's Day, as well as Tzu Chi Day. The tri-celebration was held and organized for the first time in Ormoc and Tacloban by local volunteers. Although the event may not have been quite as large as the one in Marikina, the 2 programs do convey messages of filial piety and harmony among different religious groups in line with the Master's teachings. Before we get to the events in Ormoc and Tacloban, let's first take a look at the performance volunteers put on in Marikina for their evening Buddha Day celebration.
Here in Marikina, Tzu Chi's 50th anniversary sign is displayed with love from the people. Inside the Marikina Sports Stadium, locals happily take part in Buddha Day celebrations.
We are one family.
When we belong to different religions, we share one humanity. We are all human beings. We feel the same love and compassion for each other.
Once again, I am reminded of the words of Dr. Master said, keep your thoughts on whatever is right, and that is diligence and positive energy. To put it into practice is a virtuous act. We must always do our best to serve humanity and deliver others from suffering.
While different religions unite in harmony, local volunteers also unite in strength. During sutra chanting, residents light up their candles.
From my heart, I pray.
Marikina's Buddha Day celebration put on a spectacular nighttime surprise.
In the past 22 years of Tzu Chi Philippines, we have and will continue to uphold the Master's three wishes: purify hearts, bring harmony in society, and pray for a world free from disaster.
Passing on important values to the next generation, Tzu Chi's love and care in the Philippines continues to foster. Tzu Chi holds a Buddha Day ceremony for the first time in Tacloban. The successful turnout has moved the local volunteers who put together this celebration.
It's very successful. Everyone gave it their all to participate. This makes me quite look forward to next year's event.
Performances on fulfilling filial piety was also put on, including a skit and a guitar performance. However, everyone became emotional during the parent-child tea ceremony.
Thank you, Tzu Chi, for giving mothers a chance to feel the love from their children on this day.
Performing the sutra adaptation musical From Vow to Action, Daai villagers from Ormoc are reenacting the struggle and journey that Venerable Jianzhen went through to spread Buddhism to Japan, very much like their own hardship associated with recovering from Typhoon Haiyan. Meanwhile, in Ormoc, at the Buddha Day ceremony, Daai villagers sing a song to express their gratitude towards the foundation for all the help they have received since Typhoon Haiyan. Others put on a musical sutra adaptation From Vow to Action and a human formation of a Bodhi leaf to reciprocate their thanks. As local residents pay their respects to the Buddha, they were also joined by government officials from Ormoc.
Holding a Buddha Day ceremony here gives government officials a chance to further get to know Tzu Chi.
A foot bathing ceremony was also arranged for the children to wash their mother's feet as part of the celebration, moving the entire 2,000-member audience to tears, warming their hearts for all eternity.
On May 8th in China, various Tzu Chi chapters held celebrations that emphasized filial piety, which were opportunities for everyone to express their love and gratitude for their parents. We'll meet some people in Guangdong, Suzhou, and Fujian who are seizing the occasion to express their thanks to their parents and in-laws. But first, in Guangdong's Dongguan, there was a special event held to honor the most important mother of them all, Mother Nature.
Here in beautiful Dongguan in Guangdong, China, volunteers are pitching tents and setting up for today's event. Today, they express gratitude for their parents and also hope to cultivate concern and respect for the natural environment as well. There are an array of interesting and innovative stands here, everything from Jingsi products to a second-hand area and natural enzyme DIY demo booths.
Just add some brown sugar inside the container in the right ratio, then let it ferment about 3 months, and then you'll have a natural enzyme. You can mix the natural enzyme with other washing detergents, so you don't have to worry about damaging your hands and your dishes are clean.
This boy, who is 11 years old, suffers from thalassemia. 3 years ago, with community donations and Tzu Chi's companionship, he was able to successfully receive a bone marrow transplant.
My heart has received the help of so many compassionate people. Today, he has really grown up into a person with a heart of gratitude.
Out of concern for the boy's recovery, volunteers accompany this family of 3 to today's event. In the warm, relaxed atmosphere of early May, the young boy is filled with feelings of gratitude and filial piety. In Xiamen, Fujian, these volunteers are performing the Kneeling Lamb using sign language to express gratitude as a part of the filial piety celebration. Among them are Lin Hong and her mother-in-law, who have overcome a troubled relationship in the past. Today, they celebrate filial piety together.
She accompanies me late into the evenings. If she sees me holding groceries at the door, she's always quick to help carry the heavy items into the kitchen. I'm very thankful for her. I'm really unworthy of them. If today I didn't have the support of my mother-in-law, then I really don't know how I would manage in the future or what I would do.
Meanwhile, at a celebration of filial piety in Jiangsu, Suzhou, an 88-year-old senior has come to the celebration accompanied by his family. He is quite proud of his daughter and son-in-law, who are both Tzu Chi volunteers.
All of Tzu Chi's events really leaves us full of gratitude. It's clear to all of us how joyful these occasions are.
Miss Chen Hongjun writes a message of blessing and then hangs it on a tree branch with the others, and then begs her mother to come take a look. The 4 characters on the card share a message of love between mother and daughter.
She asked me what she should major in, but I responded, "Oh, whatever, you can decide." Then she just suddenly said, "How about recycling?" So that's what she picked.
On the second Sunday in May, Tzu Chi volunteers in Paraguay, Argentina, Chile, and Brazil held the Buddha Day ceremonies in their respective countries. In Argentina, the volunteers held the celebration where they prayed that great love will continue to spread. In Chile, the volunteers held the ceremony at a nursing home and celebrated Mother's Day with the residents. Meanwhile, in Brazil, Tzu Chi is also celebrating its 25th anniversary with the participation of residents who have bonded with the volunteers over the years.
After being in touch with Tzu Chi volunteers for a while, children in the community are willing to learn everything the volunteers teach, including being filial to their parents. The adults do a walking meditation after showing respect to the Buddha, so they can experience the true meaning of the Buddha Day ceremony. Tzu Chi volunteers have been in operation in Brazil for 25 years. The community is supportive of Tzu Chi's work. Time, space, and people are required to cultivate love. Tzu Chi volunteers in Chile held a Buddha Day ceremony on the second Sunday in May at a nursing home. Although from a different faith, the residents trust the volunteers very much and take part in the ceremony. As it was Mother's Day, the volunteers massaged the seniors as a gift. A painting instructor sketched the residents as part of the celebration.
It was a lovely day. The elderly are like teenagers.
In Chile, when people get old, they tend to become lonely. Thus, Tzu Chi volunteers' appearance can fill their lonely hearts. Tzu Chi volunteers in Argentina are decorating the Association of Taiwanese in Argentina, so the public will see clearly that Tzu Chi is 50 years old and has been working hard to purify people's minds. The volunteers also hold a Buddha Day ceremony and hope the deed of great love can cross the boundaries of races, nations, languages, and skin colors. If there is a Tzu Chi seed in any country, more and more people will join the rank. Tzu Chi office in Paraguay is not big, so it cannot fit so many people. However, the volunteers' kindness has touched many local people. so the office is full of people who wait to pay respect to the Buddha on the Buddha Day ceremony. And to pray for a world filled with peace.
It is never easy for Tzu Chi volunteers to hold a Buddha Day ceremony. Finding a venue or coordinating with simultaneous official celebrations in Taiwan can be quite difficult. Despite these obstacles, U.S. Tzu Chi headquarters and volunteers in Seattle persevere to successfully pull off this year's Buddha Day celebration to help purify residents' minds.
Led by a Dharma master, Tzu Chi volunteers in the United States commenced the Buddha Day celebration at headquarters in San Dimas, California.
Most of the time, people go to the temple or various religious spirit houses to ask for something. But what I see here is people giving selflessly. Tzu Chi has truly awakened me.
After the Buddha Day ceremony, volunteers also cut a cake to celebrate the 50th anniversary of Tzu Chi. Adding to the auspicious occasion, a ribbon-cutting ceremony was held to welcome a new Daai mobile clinic donated to Tzu Chi by Zero Cancer.
Zero Cancer themselves perhaps are unable to be available to reach so many people. So when they donate a vehicle like this to Tzu Chi, a non-profit organization, their services can reach more people in the community.
Though the mobile clinic may look small, it's fully equipped to offer many services. In our Buddhist community, if we can increase resources and manpower, we can bring more of this type of medical services to places in the community in need.
Meanwhile, at the Seattle Tzu Chi office, volunteers hold their own tri-celebration in Chinatown, inviting children from the Tzu Chi Academy to put on a performance to show their gratitude to parents.
When I come here, I feel we are one. My family is very happy. I want to say thank you to Tzu Chi.
By holding this event, we hope to inspire more people to live their life with more meaning. We want them to be kind to others and to inspire those around them to do good deeds.
In the melting pot of the United States, Tzu Chi's love and care continues to spread and inspire many different communities.
In Taiwan, at the annual Taichung Vegetarian Health Organic and Lohas Expo, Jingsi Books and Cafe has set up a stall to promote the benefits of vegetarianism. Tzu Chi volunteers seized the occasion to introduce Jingsi organic tea and Jingsi food products to the exhibition goers. We'll leave you with these images. Thank you for joining us. See you next week.